Okay, so I'm now going to talk about the background and the face of your animals. So you can see here I started to piece in some of my pieces that I'd already cropped out into the main. This would, of course, all be filled in. And then I'd be looking for something darker to fill in here. So I'll have to go back. Of course, this takes some time. So I'm going to go back in and eventually finish this. And then you'll be able to see what this looks like finished. Now, for the background, again, this is a collage. I'm going to set up a border. You can see that I have an outline around this PNG. So I'm going to go ahead and select a line weight of about 4. And this will give me the parameter or the perimeter of what I'm collaging. So I'm not collaging the whole document's background. I'm just collaging in the background here. So similar to what you've already done, you have to choose something to put in the background. It could be a simple color, or it could be, you could set it up to look like a landscape. Now, to set it up looking like a landscape, that of course will give you a better grade because that will actually involve more work. If I were to, let's say, do all blue up until this point, like right about here, this could be all different blues. And then maybe from here to here, I could do like maybe create some mountains with some browns and grays. And then down here could be green for grass. So if I divide this background up into 3 parts and make it look like a landscape behind this animal through my collage, that of course is going to give me a better grade because that takes more work. Or I could simply select a color and just collage a color all in the background. So we're going to go to insert. Again, we're going to go to image. We're going to say search the web, and my scrapbooking papers are already pulled up. Now, I bet I could find something that has clouds in it. So like this could work as a sky just fine, but I bet I could say cloud scrapbooking paper and have something pull up that has clouds. So I could easily use these as part of what I'm using to collage with. So for instance, I think I like this one. And that's very cloud looking. So we're going to go ahead to the crop tool. I'm just going to, I think I'll use circles for this one. And we're going to talk about this in a second. Oh, hang on, it's more oval. I want circle. All right, so I can change this more circular by pinching these in or not. Wait a minute. All right, let's do this. And then now I can change that so it's more circular. There we go. And the reason why I want to use circles, and I'm going to talk to you about that in just a second. I'm just going to finish reshaping this and then resizing because I want this to be smaller. All right, so we're going to talk about a few things. Creating contrast is one of the most important things an artist can do. Okay, contrast is the difference between two things. Difference between color, light and dark, difference between value, light and dark, difference between size, big and small, difference between shape. So what I'm using inside this animal is all angular, has points. These long rectangles do, these triangles do, these diamonds do. So in the background, I'm going to change to shapes that don't have points, mostly a circle, right? And I'm going to use that circle to help create contrast. Also, size-wise, everything inside this animal is going to be on the smaller side. So maybe what I'm using shape-wise, the size of the actual shape is going to be bigger in the background, again, to help create contrast. So I'm going to copy that and paste that circle a few times. Again, this is me now trying to complete or make a feeling of a landscape. Again, I can use that mosaic. Now, unfortunately for me, what would probably have been a better option to start with would have been to fill in my background with some color first and then put these shapes on top of the color. So I don't have this checkerboard poking through. So with that being said, I may go ahead and do some overlapping and size changing so that when I'm collaging, I'm trying to cover all of the checkerboards. So I'm going to take those circles and really densely populate this area to create a sky. I'm going to take a few minutes to create the sky using all these different size circles, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like once it's completed.